Isa lamang po ibig sabihin nito. Yung pag-acquire po ng jurisdiction ng impeachment court sa ating respondent kay Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, it only shows na tuloy na ang impeachment trial. No one can stop this anymore because jurisdiction has been acquired already by the impeachment court over the person of the respondent.
Bago po tayo magpatuloy, ay gusto natin na ibigay ang ating microphone sa ating isa sa prosecutor, si Congresswoman Jinky Luistro. Congresswoman, you have the floor.
Good afternoon. Maraming salamat po for waiting. Pasensya na po, I know that all of you waited for this moment when the prosecution panel will finally give their comment to what happened last night in the Senate. Well, first of all, we welcome the impeachment court's service of summons to the Vice President. Apparently, the jurisdiction over the person of the respondent has been acquired already. She has a period of 10 days to answer. That is non-extendable. And we hope that all issues which are being raised in the impeachment court will be tackled as well in the answer of the Vice President. So finally, the people of the Philippines will see from the answer of the Vice President what her defenses are. Isa lamang po ibig sabihin nito. Yung pag-acquire po ng jurisdiction ng impeachment court sa ating respondent kay Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, it only shows na tuloy na ang impeachment trial. No one can stop this anymore because jurisdiction has been acquired already by the impeachment court over the person of the respondent. Now, with respect to the action of the Senate last night, the impeachment court requiring us to issue a certification about the compliance with the Constitution with respect to the filing of the impeachment complaint, as well as the second order, and that is for the 20th Congress to confirm whether we will pursue this impeachment complaint. Medyo ang prosecution panel po ay nalalabuan dito sa naging order ng impeachment court kagabi. So we resolve to seek the clarification of the impeachment court. With respect to the first order about the certification pertaining to our compliance with the Constitution in filing the impeachment complaint, we maintain our position. Sumunod po kami fully and strictly to the requirements of the Constitution. We did not violate the one-year prohibition rule. With respect to the second order, it is impossible to be complied with because, first of all, 20th Congress doesn't exist yet. Tayo po ay nasa ika-11 na kongreso pa lamang. Mag-a-adjourn pa po And we will be looking forward na mag-convene naman ang pa-20 Kongreso ng Pilipinas. That will be on July 28, simultaneous with the SONA. I wish to add, nakatanggap po tayo ng liham, or should I say, nakakita ng liham from the social media that the anticipated presentation of the articles of impeachment is canceled. Ang sabi po ng ating presiding officer ng impeachment court, the referral of the verified complaint to the impeachment court mooted already the presentation and the reading of the articles. This will be part of the clarification that we will be seeking from the impeachment court, sapagkat batid po natin na itong presentation ng articles ay bahagi ng Senate Rules on Impeachment, and we seek the guidance, we seek the enlightenment of the impeachment court so we can properly comply to the order that they issued last night. Finally, we wish to take advantage of this opportunity upang pasalamatan po ang taong bayan. Sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa prosecution panel, sa House of Representatives, we had a mass this morning attended by different civil society groups. May mga nakasama po tayo religious leaders and even victims of EJK. Maraming salamat po. Rest assured, ang House of Representatives, ang prosecution panel, naninindigan po. Tuloy ang laban para sa katotohanan, hustisya at pananagutan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, ma'am. Are there anyone from the prosecution panel who would like to give a message? If none, we will take the first question from Marian Enriquez of TV5.
Good afternoon po. Excited din yung mic. Ma'am, thank you, Kong Jinky, and to the rest of the prosecutors want to answer. Meron na po bang update kung natanggap na po ba muna natin itong received copy ng articles, yung pinababalik po na articles of impeachment? Meron na po ba from the Senate?
We have no official information yet whether the articles of impeachment, which according to you is being returned by the Senate, was received already by the Secretary General. I hope you understand that the members of the prosecution panel here has no participation whatsoever in the proceeding of the office of the Secretary General. Let's wait and see kung anong official information ng SecGen.
But ano pong action po ng ating prosecution team? Tatanggapin po ba itong articles of impeachment, yung pag-remand? And what was your reaction to that while watching it last night?
Well, in my opinion, as one of the member of the panel of prosecutors, to give way to the clarification which we want to seek from the impeachment court, I would defer receiving the articles of impeachment from the Senate, including whatever orders they will be transmitting to us. This is not disobedience, definitely. Ang gusto lang po natin mangyari is to seek guidance and enlightenment first so we can properly comply with the order of the impeachment court.
When you say you would like to seek guidance, may coordination na po ba with the Senate? Ano po yung ginagawa nating pakikipag-usap sa kanila para maliwanagan po tayo doon sa mga orders nila?
We will be drafting the necessary motion seeking for clarification of the order which they issued last night.
So nakita po kasi namin kanina si Sergeant at Arms ng Senate kanina, and hindi nga, wala pa pong nag-receive ng copy. So technically hindi po muna tatanggapin ng Kamara ang pagbabalik ng articles of impeachment, and magpapasa po muna tayo ng tama ba, ma'am?
To give way to our efforts to clarify first the order, in my opinion, I would defer receiving the articles of impeachment, including the order issued by the impeachment court.
Excuse me. Yung tatanggap ng order po dito, kung mayroon man, ay ang Office of the Secretary General. Hindi po namin alam kung ano ang magiging action ng Secretary General. Pero kung tanggapin niya, doon po kami magde-decide. Be that as it may, kami po ay naniniwala na ang power to initiate ng impeachment complaint ay nasa House, lalo na pag pinirmahan ito, in-endorse ng isang congressman at pinagbutuhan sa plenaryo. Itong nangyari dito, hindi lang itong ordinaryong impeachment. 215 of our members signed the impeachment complaint. Kaya first time ito na nangyari na may return sa atin. Kaya nangangailangan tayo ng clarification po dito. Bagamat prosecutors po kami at impeachment court sila, naguguluhan pa rin kami. At hindi namin maintindihan kung bakit ibabalik po ito sa amin. Ano po ang gagawin namin? Yun po ang isang bagay na kailangan namin maliwanagan.
Sorry. Second to my last question na lang po. Some legal experts po are saying na instead of following the Constitution, itong mga senators po natin, they're creating legal issues po. And will you challenge this po ba? Itong ginawa po ng Senado sa Supreme Court, itong pag-remand, is this abuse of discretion na po ba?
Ito pong sa ngayon, ang desisyon ng House Prosecution Panel is to submit clarification muna. So with respect to other legal remedies, hindi pa namin to na pagdidesisyonan until such time ma-receive namin yung sagot sa clarification.
Kong Chua, you also mentioned kanina nagtataka kayo dun sa ginawa ng desisyon ng Senado at sila pa yung nagmotion o mismong mga hurado, and you quote, sinabi nyo po, sila na yung parang nag-aabogado mismo kay VP Sara Duterte. How optimistic are you po na there will still be a fair and impartial trial?
Well, yun po ay personal opinion ko. Hindi ko po alam kung ano yung opinion ng aking mga kasama. And in fact, nung aking rin pong personal na opinion, ito pong ginawa na pagbalik sa amin ng articles of impeachment ay sa aking paniniwala ay unconstitutional. Dahil wala naman po ito excuse me, wala naman po ito sa kanilang kapangyarihan, at ito po ay inaasahan natin na kung meron man mga motion na gagawin, ang gagawa po nito ay yung sa defense. Kaya yun po ay aking personal na opinion.
Anyone? Okay na po, thank you.
Thank you, Marian. Isa Ubentanyo Umali from GMA-DCWB. You're recognized. Isa. Lumabas. Report. Big Sumintak from Net25.
Magandang hapon po. May we know now kung ano na ang status ng article of impeachment in your point of view, na kagabi po ay dinicide nga po ng impeachment court na mayroong mga nakita silang mga procedural lapses and constitutional question doon sa 7 article of impeachment, kasi pinoint out din nung mga nagsulong ng motion particularly Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, yung first, second, and third impeachment?
Sa tingin po namin, yung nangyari kagabi ay parang produkto ng compromise nila sa Senado. Paano silang matapos matapos yung usapin. Pero sa kabuuan ay tuloy ang impeachment, ang proceedings, ang trial. Kasi pinasagot na po yung ating Vice Presidente at binigyan siya ng 10 days to answer. Ibig sabihin, buhay na buhay dahil pag sumagot ng ating Vice Presidente ay matutuloy na. Bagamat, nandun na tayo sa period na patapos na ang 19th Congress at magsisimula na yung 20th Congress. Sa amin naman, may gusto silang hinging certification. Palagay ko po gusto lang nilang makasiguro, pero makikita po natin kung masatisfy kami sa hinihingi nila, wala namang problema nga yun. Parang certification requirement lang. At any rate, it is presumed that our duty has been, there's the presumption of regularity in the performance of official functions. Lahat ng nasa gobyerno, yan po ang presumption, at maliwanag ito na 215 na nag-endorse sa impeachment complaint. So, ang take namin, tuloy po ito.
Sir, in your point of view as prosecutors, particularly Congressman o Woman Luis Tromam, na nag-acquire na ng jurisdiction yung impeachment court dahil pinadala na ng summon ang respondent. Pero hindi kaya yung summon na yon, pending the action of the Senate last night, na kine-question nila yung regularity ng article of impeachment, hindi kaya yun magamit ng depensa para questionin nila na anong sasagutin nila doon sa summons? Well, in fact, the article of impeachment was remand to the House of Representatives.
Under the rules, and even in ordinary courts, not just the impeachment court, yung service ng summons, that triggers acquisition of jurisdiction. And that is why I said earlier, we welcome this development. Bagaman naguguluhan po kami dun sa order kagabi, we are happy and thankful to the impeachment court because finally, the summons has been served already to the Vice President. And as I have stated, this only shows tuloy na tuloy ang impeachment trial. I wish to believe na yung hinihinging certification ng impeachment court is only a clarification or perhaps affirmation ng naging compliance ng Senate when we filed the impeachment complaint. But I wish to humbly invite the attention of the people to the ruling of then Presiding Officer Juan Ponce Enrile. That was during the time of the impeachment trial of Chief Justice Corona. Ang sabi po niya doon sa resolution, when there is compliance in the two basic requirements, that is the signature by at least 1/3 of all members of the House, and there is the verification, the filing of the impeachment complaint already enjoys presumption of legality. And that cannot be questioned anymore unless there is strong controverting evidence. Napakaliwanag po niyan. And I believe that this is still a very good law which should guide our impeachment court, no? Gusto ko lang pong balikan yung inyong question kanina. Anong status ng articles of impeachment considering that there are efforts to return? I humbly believe that the case is very much active and alive. Why? No less than the order of the Senate last night stated that the case is not dismissed, not terminated. Ibig sabihin, buhay na buhay ang kaso, pending sa impeachment court, reason also kung bakit kami man po ay nagtataka kung bakit ibabalik ang articles of impeachment dito sa House of Representatives.
One last point from my end. Ma'am, since we know na co-equal body ang Senate at saka House of Representatives, the House of Representatives will initiate the impeachment. The Senate will be the trial court. Since na kine-question nila yung legality or the constitutionality of the impeachment complaint or article of impeachment, hindi ba ito isang insulto sa co-equal body?
Yun, isa rin po yun sa aming pinagtataka dahil normally po ang magtatanong po niyan o magko-question niyan yung mga abogado ng respondent. Kaya nga po kami po naniniwala na ito po ay hindi sakop sa trabaho ng impeachment court dahil yung pagko-question po ng mga legality ay dapat po ay sinasagot o tinutugon po ng korte at hindi po ng impeachment court.
Can I add to that? Bagamat kami po ay co-equal body, ang House at saka ang Senate, sa pagkakataon pong ito ay medyo naiba kasi impeachment court na sila at prosecutors po kami. Kaya parang nakikita natin parang sa husgado, may mga orders ang korte. Ngayon, kailangan din kami mag-clarify dito. Pero sa dulo ay kailangan ang taong bayan mapakinggan po dito. Kaya kung kinakailangan makinig kami at gumawa ng mga hakbang para matuloy po ito ay gagawin po namin bilang public prosecutors.
Thank you, Vic. Gab Lalu from Inquirer Online. Please proceed with your questions.
Sir, natanong na po, Sir Sen, ma'am, natanong na po kasi yung tungkol sa yung pagiging quasi-judicial ng impeachment court na merong mga proseso na ina-adopt yung impeachment court na galing sa mga regular na courts. Pero pwede kaya maging dahilan po ng Senate na dahil hindi naman sila korte, pwedeng mag-motion yung mga members ng yung mga senator judges. Pwede kaya maging dahilan yun? Kasi technically po sa korte, 'di ba, hindi naman po nagmo-motion ng judge. Tumatanggap lang po sila ng motion. Pero dahil quasi-judicial po, pwede po kayang mangyari yun? Or I mean, pwede po nilang ma-justify po yun?
Medyo naiintindihan ko po yung pinanggalingan ng pagtatanong ninyo kasi nung nag-oath pa lang sila kailangan silang maging impartial, di ba? Doon sa oath pa lang ng mga senador na nagko-constitute sila na impeachment court. Pero nakikita naman po natin na pwede nilang gawin kasi ginawa nga na nga kagabi. Pero whatever it is, kami pa rin ay may respeto sa kanilang proseso at nagagalak din po kami na ipagpapatuloy po ito. Kaya nga, binigyan na ng summons ang ating Vice President.
Second question po, nung mayroon po kasing previous briefing na sinabi ni Representative Zamora na hindi ipupull out ng House yung articles of impeachment from the Senate. Dahil walang mechanism sa 1987 Constitution to do that. Is this sentiment shared by everyone? Or would it be the basis of the clarification?
As far as the prosecution panel is concerned, no? Maliwanag naman po sa Constitution. The House of Representatives has the exclusive power to initiate all impeachment cases. Tapos na po ang trabaho ng House of Representatives in as far as initiating the impeachment complaint is concerned. Hindi po tama na ito'y aming amyendahan at lalong hindi tama na ito'y aming withdraw. As a matter of fact, the ball now is in the hands of the Senate, whose mandate by the Constitution is to try and to decide. And by deciding, dalawang bagay lang po yun. It's either they acquit or they convict.
Last question po from my end. Naintindihan po namin yung courtesy na ina-extend ng prosecution panel sa impeachment court, just like in any other legal proceeding. Pero siguro to break the ice, gaano pa po kahaba yung pasensya nyo? Ang dami na po kasing nangyari na parang delay, ganyan. Dapat po nung February, ang tingin nyo, dapat doon na nag-start. Pero gaano pa po kahaba yung pasensya? Kaya pa po pa?
Tanungin natin yung prosecutor na may pinakamahabang pasensya dito. Sino ba sa atin may pinakamahabang pasensya? Bel, would you like to answer?
Opo, mapagpasensya po kami. At kami naman po, ginagawa lang naman po namin ang trabaho namin under the Constitution. So, kung ano man po ang sagot namin sa maski anong press briefing, maski anong interview, we are all united in following the Constitution, and lahat po ng gagawin namin henceforth will be under the Constitution and under the Senate impeachment rules. You know.
If I may give my own personal opinion about the matter, kasi iba po yung personalidad ng House, kami as members of the House, kami as members of the prosecution group. Kaiba po yun. As members of the House, co-equal kami. Pero as prosecutors, we obey yung mga orders ng mga judges. Di po ba? So, kami sumusunod sa mga utos ng impeachment court because we are the prosecutors. Pero kung the way I look at it, yung pong communication is addressed to the House. So yung House leadership ang magkukuha nito, magde-decide. Hindi po kami ng mga prosecutors. Yun lang po ang take ko rito. Marami pong salamat.
Can I add to that? Ang tanong hanggang saan yung pasensya po namin? Kami po ay gusto po rin namin magbakasyon. Sisinidyo na kami ngayong gabi. Pero nautusan po kami ng plenaryo na mag-prosecute. Kaya nag-aaral po kami at naghahanda. At nakahanda po kami. Ito po ay utos ng taong bayan sa atin. Pero sabi nga nila, it takes two to tango, di ba? Pag nag-prosecute kami, wala namang korte, anong magagawa po namin? Kaya nandito tayo sa sitwasyong ito, na thankful naman kami na may patutunguhan din ito paglampas ng 19th Congress patungo sa 28th Congress. Siguro, ganun ang konsolasyon po natin. Pero sa ganang sa House na party, nandito po kami at gagampanan po namin sana ang aming tungkulin ngayong 19th Congress. At kung kami po bibigyan ulit ng ganong duties and responsibilities, lalo na't lahat naman nanalo yung nandito, at mag-iba pala except isang prosecutor namin, gagawin pa rin po namin yung aming katungkulan, yung aming tungkulin. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Gab. Let us hear the next questions from Jonathan Andal of GMA 7.
Ano pong guidance and directive ni Speaker sa inyo po tungkol dito sa pag-remand ng articles of impeachment? Meron po ba, if ever?
Wala po namang sinasabi sa amin si Speaker. Nandun ang ating Speaker yata, very busy ngayon sa pag-inspection ng San Juan Eco Bridge at nandito na tayo, hindi na kailangan nito ng guidance ng Speaker. Tayo po ay binigyan na ng tungkulin ng plenaryo. Kaya siyempre nagmi-meeting na lang kami kung anong susunod na hakbang na gagawin namin. Sa ngayon po ay yung clarification kung ano man pag dumating sa atin yung kanilang communication.
Ang boto po kagabi, 18-5-0. 17? It's 18. 18. Okay. Yun yung boto po kagabi. Sa tingin nyo, yun din ba yung, may mga nagsasabi na baka yun na rin yung posisyon ng mga senador at maging boto pag umusad yung trial. Naniniwala po ba kayo ron?
It is very hard to preempt kung anong magiging decision ng mga senator judges until and unless we have concluded the presentation of our evidence. That is why we really have to follow the Constitution and the mandate by the Constitution to the impeachment court to try and to decide. No? Mahirap pong isipin o sabihin na yung boto kahapon ayun na rin ang magiging boto sa impeachment case sapagkat wala pa po ni isang ebidensyang naiilatag ang prosecution.